Today's word salad is brought to you by a scammer trying to pretend to be a normal person in order to encourage you to think that the certain scammer's page is real. In this case, it was a Johnny Depp scam page. You can't tell from the word salad, though. It's quite interesting. I appreciated your nice messages. I love him too. That was before I met her. That was COVID-19 when I was working in the hospital until divorced. I don't like to interrupt her loneliness. That was I keep calm. So I met another soulmate, but married also. I don't like to destroy a family, so I give up. And he still remember me, so he is one of my final period. Final period. If he loved me in this ages, just now I feel what love is. First time in my life. Sorry, you're so kind. That's why I voice out my feeling. Thank you so much. Hello, and welcome to my little corner of YouTube. If you're new here, my name is also known as Birch, and for the last little while I've been sharing my experiences with scammers, specifically Facebook scammers, that have been plaguing the internet of late. I do it, one, for a little bit of entertainment, but two, and most importantly, to let you see and know what it is that scammers do and how it is that they can try to trick you. So that way you are better armed and hopefully don't fall prey to these scammers. Now, if any of you that are listening now have seen all or even some of my videos, you may have seen ones where I did on what I called them AI Johnny. If you haven't seen AI Johnny, it was a few months ago. I did a two-parter. We'll get right onto it here. Where are you, mister? Here we go. Almost there. Wow, it was a long time ago. 3 months. AI scammer tries to get my money, and part 2 of AI scammer that uses AI. I wasn't very creative 3 months ago. If you want, go double check those two, maybe after this one if you want, for context. Either way, this video that I'm going to do now will be just as entertaining, even if you don't have the full context. Sorry, that was just my word salad way of saying, sit back and relax, cozy up by a fire, and enjoy as I regale the tale of the return of AI Johnny Depp. Now, typically, for me at least, when the scammers are done, they go away and they don't come back, at least not with the same persona. They'll come back and they'll try to scam me again if I haven't blocked them, but they don't come back with the same person. So this was a surprise to me that he came back at all months and months later. Anyway, I originally thought it was ChatGPT AI because mostly everything he had said actually sounded like complete grammatically correct English, just misplaced. Like sometimes it didn't make sense that he would say what he'd say here or there. And also it literally would just appear before my eyes. He wouldn't type it. But then I come to realize something I hadn't thought about is that he probably used this little function right here that is available from Meta. I had circled it. So he, just click that and go into writing style or composer or chat translation or spelling and grammar, and doctor up what he was saying to make it sound like somebody that fully understood the English language was talking. This does help the scammers quite a bit, actually. It makes them seem more believable, but it doesn't fully make them sound more believable. You'll get what I'm saying as we go along. So here he is, Johnny Depp official fan PG, coming back to try his shit with me again. I don't even remember where we were when we last left off with him, because I delete all records of them after I've uploaded. So again, if you want any context, I highly suggest you go back to those 2 videos. Hi, all is well with you, my dear friend. Hope all is well with you, my dear friend. It's been months. I must confess, I deleted our chat. So, as you ghosted me, old bean, I was just busy with a lot of activities. And you know I'm not always on here due to my activity off this site. Hope all is well with you, ? Well, no, you were not busy. Not in the way you wish me to think you were. You ghosted me because you didn't like that I know the truth, dear, Johnny. And I did. I do vaguely remember that I had tried to call him out. And he kept, denying, even though I had pretty good proof. But, whatever. He didn't get it. He's still pretending to be Johnny. Oh, things are very well with me, my Manchi. I see you've been hard at work yourself. Oh, my dear. It sounds like that might have been a misunderstanding. I'm here for you. If you want to talk about it, let's clear things up and keep the communication open between us. I just need you to understand me. I'm Depp, and I find you very interesting. Oh, my poor Starshine, using AI to try to gaslight me in hopes that I might think that you are more than the cafe boy you are. Of course, you can't prove with any any certainty that you are indeed this Depp and not the chairman of Lori Iro lies. I know you to be. You ground no level, so you are back to check for remittance. Only you will find that I am not the client you think I am. Indeed, you two are interesting in so much that you have decided to stick to the format, even though it's blown. If you were able to show your face in video call, that would settle the matter. You can't, though, as you thought you would be wise to have a business chat. You could send me a voice note that said something of substance, and even that would fail. No, your best bet is to show your money face and get it over with. And for those that don't know what your money face is in Scamland, that's their actual real face. So, I don't remember where he was at before, but at this point, months later, he was at 42 friends. And then there was this thing that he was recently in USA, Nigeria. I did try to look into that, and I really don't understand what USA, Nigeria means. So when I looked it up like this, it just says, thank God. And it's got here a whole bunch of places in what I would figure is what they are trying to say Nigeria's like USA. I don't know. But I just figured, maybe he is from Ugatu. So that's kind of what I latched onto. I don't know if this was true or not. So how's your day? I'm doing great, and you? Pristine, I said. Pristine, that sounds lovely. What's got you feeling that way? Probably getting ready for festivities, I'm sure. December and January are notoriously busy for you guys, being scammers. And he was heartbroken because he knew what I meant. Truth, my boy, truth and light is what makes me feel pristine. Absolutely. The festive vibes are definitely in the air, It is such a busy and exciting time. With all the celebrations and gatherings, do you have any fun plans coming up? The excitement of youth, I said, can be both refreshing and draining. I celebrate Yule, which is from the 21st of December to the 1st of January. I will put my tree up on the 20th before bed and probably keep it up until Little Christmas. During the holidays, I will do gingerbread houses, pomanders, string popcorns for the wildlife who haven't left for the winter, play festive witch music, dance, and visit with family. That sounds like a wonderful way to celebrate, he says. It is nice to see that you are so excited for the holidays. There are many ways to celebrate. Makes one think, don't it? If I could save time in a bottle, the first thing that I'd like to do is to save every day till eternity passes away, just to spend them with you. It's a pleasure as well just to have that one day off with you and enjoy that one bottle of red wine. What's your favorite wine, he asks. Obviously, he doesn't know the song. And I do apologize because I don't know if I can keep the rest of it in tune. Depends whether it's red or white and what the occasion is. Even so, the fact is, if I can make days last forever, if words can make wishes come true, I'd save every day like a treasure, then again I would spend them with you. That's a beautiful sentiment. It's really nice to see you're so appreciative of our friendship. But I truly like your kind of person. Blah. Really got me interested in you, and I can't stop thinking about you, my lady. But there never seems... See, this is the part I can't get the tune, so I'm just going to say it, sorry. But there never seems to be enough time to do the things that you want to do. Once you find them, I've looked around enough to know that you're the one I want to go through time with. What's it got you thinking? So the only part that wasn't part of the song was the last part. I'm so sorry I couldn't do the rest of the tune. Your words are really emotional, honey. From your words, I can tell you really have been through a lot of tragedies. Haven't knowing me. Wow. But I guess all your worrier will end with me. My presence in your life should be big difference, and I can't wait to put an endless smiles on your face. Sorry. It's one thing to read what these guys say, the weird vernacular they have. But sometimes when you're actually saying it out loud, it's like your eyes start crossing and your tongue gets tied. It's a trip. Really, you should try it. Just try to read out loud what they're saying. And it's like more trippy than Dr. Seuss. I swear. Oh no, I have no such tragedy in my life, I said. I fly day to day on golden wings. It's just that you have been so real with me. Sarcasm. In such a fake world that I had to share my heart. If I had a box, if this is another part of it. If I had a box just for wishes and dreams that would never come true, the box would be empty except for the memory. See, sorry, I failed you. Except for the memory of how they were answered by you. I'm sorry, you all. This is a very beautiful song, and I am not doing it justice. I'm glad you've been able to create a sense of connection. I'm glad to have been able to create a sense of connection with you. It's a beautiful reminder that even in a fake world, Human emotions and connections can be very real if you try to understand your heart. Wow, I'm deeply moved by your words. Your poetic expression has touched my soul. It's a beautiful sentiment that suggests our conversations have been profound impact on your thoughts and feelings to understand me with your heart. Indeed, given the choice, I would rather have real people in a fake world than fake people in a real world. Your words are a testament, he says, to the power of empathy, compassion, and understanding that can transcend me to think of you more every day of my life. Oh my God. Knowing I'm so privileged above all to get to exchange words with you, again, sarcasm, is more than enough payment. Yet you keep heaping platitudes of the highest esteem on me. I must say, I'm impressed by your creative gesture, he says. It's not every day that I get to see my own words reflected back at me in such a thoughtful way. Thank you for your delightful surprise. His own fucking words. When this man actually speaks without using AI, it's nothing like this. But I just said, you're highly welcome, because that's something that some of the scammers that I first started doing videos with, they would just randomly say, you're highly welcome. So I thought I'd throw it back at him. Your preference for real people in a fake world over fake people in a real world suggests that you value the depth of sincerity of relationships over the physical context in which they occur. I think it is the only logical choice given all of the confused people thinking that they are someone that they are not. These people do many untoward things to their fellow man. They are not people that I care to know, I informed him. Please know that your words have a profound impact on me, and I am grateful for the opportunity to engage with someone as thoughtful and compassionate as you. Keep shining your light and spreading kindness wherever you go. Right. Starshine, I was meant to be who I am. I have never intended to let my flame die out. I assure you, reciprocity is extremely important. One-sided conversations are abhorrent. Those lacking in their ability to show proper verisimilitude are indeed not wanted. In contrast, he says, being around individuals who are dishonest, manipulative, or hurtful can be draining and toxic. It is essential to prioritize our own emotional well-being and surround ourselves with people who support and uplift us. Indeed, I said, the characteristics you listed are found in psychopathic individuals. Pointing at you, just saying, Mr. Johnny. In addition, you will find narcissistic individuals and energy vampires. Kudos to you for recognizing the importance of authenticity and kindness in the people you choose to associate with. See, he literally thinks that he's fooling me, and he totally doesn't get that I am blasting him because it's all going over his head. Thankfully, it's not rocket science. Fake people are easy to spot a mile away, as they always misstep and give themselves away in deed and verbiage. I couldn't agree more, he says, about the importance of reciprocity in conversation. Mutual respect, active listening, and genuine engagement are essential for building meaningful connections. Qualities that are sadly lacking in, it says tissue society, but I meant to say today's society. I promise I meant to say today's. Those who lack verisimilitude often come across as insincere, manipulative, or even toxic. It's essential to surround yourself with people who value authenticity and honesty. And as you noted, narcissistic individuals and energy vampires can also exhibit similar traits. Narcissists often prioritize their own needs and desires over others and may use manipulation and exploitation to achieve their goals. Wow, this man. Well, of course, that is the definition of the word. I wouldn't say that they often come off that way. I would say that they always do. They no longer know how to be authentic and are as deluded about who they are as they try to make others go, oh, it's supposed to be along with their delusion. Oh, I thought I had done really good at not having typos, but I had a couple typos. I didn't have ChatGPT or AI to help me. It's almost as if you're regurgitating dictionary definitions at me. Odd that. Oh well, never mind. What are the plans for tonight? I'm happy that you are telling me that you have. I'm happy you are telling me all have been in my thoughts. Going out for dinner soon. I'll be back home before I can know the next step of my day. So tell me about your day and what's your plans? So at 6:06 p.m., he said he's going out for dinner, and at 6:19, he wants to know about my plans, which is weird. And I don't remember what time this was in Nigeria. It was definitely not this time. And that was a fast dinner. What did you have? I asked. Nothing yet, he says. Oh, well, at the top of the hour, you mentioned that you were going out, so I figured that you would be busy. Which fancy place do you plan to attend for your evening? Pizzeria Mazza. I love the pizza and sandwiches more. Sorry, I love they pizzas and sandwiches more. Wow, good that they're open late. I thought that they were only found in LA. Of course, I suppose it's not fully unreasonable to think that they would be open up restaurants in other countries too. He didn't have anything to say about that because I caught him in a lie. And he knew I did. So he hadn't said anything, so I thought I'd just see if he was still around. December 15th. I am sorry, you all, this is a bit of a longer video. Happy day. I'm sure you've had much luck this holiday season. Greetings, my dear. How are you? I'm doing well. I can't complain. Okay. So tell me, have you been up to So tell me, what have you been up to? Hope you enjoy yourself. Oh, nothing too exciting, I said. Just normal life stuff. You know, shopping, making food, locating the right items to get for the right person. Sounds like you're in full holiday prep mode. Did you make the gingerbread houses or festive treats this year? What's the time over there now, my lady? So I told him it was just after 5 p.m. in Perth. Home alone? Are we ever truly alone, I asked. I don't understand, my dear. Why is that, I asked. See, here you go. He's not using AI anymore. What do you mean, are we ever truly alone? You mean you don't stay alone, or what? I mean, I don't think we are alone. Not really. Okay, if you say so, tell me what's in your mind. Hope all's well with you. I really want you to be close. I really want you to be close with you, my dear. Let's chat on my Zangi, if you don't mind. How could you forget? I don't use any other apps. We have had this discussion already. And I did unsend a message and I don't, remember what it was. Just create a Zangi account, says my pushy scammer. And you will never regret it. I'm not always online here, you know. I told you the reason why I'm not on this app, just because of you and the FBI that want does imposter. Imposters of who? I ask. Of me, my dear. For those people that's claiming to be me and brag money all in the name of love, creating my enmity? I don't know. Between me and my fans. I'm working with the FBI to put a stop to all that nonsense, or of all that nonsense. Why would anyone want to be you? What do you mean? Bag money. I mean asking money from my fans, all in the name of Johnny. In the name of Johnny, I ask? I almost think that this was a different guy that just took over for the original scammer that was trying to scam me. Yeah, I don't get you, Johnny, I said. Why bag money in the name like Johnny? The only reason a person works so hard to get others to switch chat apps is if they have something to hide. My dear, don't you know who you are chatting with? I told you all this before. Now, my lady, why all this questions? No, I don't actually know your birth name. I know only a few things about who you are, and a lot about who you aren't. But if really you prefer here, I don't mind. It's just that I'm not always active on here, you know, my lady. Don't get me wrong, my dear. You know how much I care and cherish our friendship. I really want us to know each other fully and with trust in mind. Okay, are you in the western, central, or the southern areas? I asked. Now I realize nothing is more important than self-love. I have understand that there will be always that there will always be times when I feel as I do not belong anywhere, but I won't let that stop me. I will keep pushing, and to myself, my confidence is strong. I am sunshine. I learn from my mistakes. I'm in control of my life. I am love and light, and I will always be there for me. Okay. What's your take on Hush Puppy versus Burner Boy? I'm simply interested in the compare and contrast of the two men and how they're perceived back home. I'm currently living in London, my lady, he lies. And if you don't know, both Hush Puppy and Burna Boy are Nigerian artists, where Burna Boy, so far that I know, he is doing good for himself in his music, doing good for Nigeria, trying to support the kids and all that, trying to make a good name for Nigeria. Because don't get me wrong, Nigerians in general aren't bad people, but they do have a bad rep, and mostly because of these scammers. Whereas Hush Puppy literally came to the US, did a whole bunch of shady deals, and was nabbed for embezzlement. So, that's the good and the bad out of Nigeria. No, my dear, I said about him being in London. He said, I don't really have any interest on Hush Puppy, my dear. Um, I find Burna Boy music interesting. That all I can tell about him. I said, now understanding that Johnny Depp is 62 years old. Yes, he's a musician, but I do have to question why he would be listening to this kind of music. I mean, maybe Johnny Depp does actually listen to this kind of music, but I don't know. Seems to me many of the countrymen look up to Hush Puppy and revere him as OG Yahoo Boy. Only that he got too big too fast and got caught in the hustle. Don't have time to notice him, my dear, he says. Whereas Burna Boy is a local hero and gives back to kids trying to help them stay off the streets. I only like him in person because of his music. So you did grow up in the West then, I said. I grew up in Florida, my dear. What about you? No, dear, you didn't grow up in Florida. Wettin did old woman sidden for ground sea. Pinkin way stand on top tree, nor fit air CM. You see, egg roll way no get egg na puff puff. So far they show no proof. They let claim to another face. Easy come, easy go. That's all me calling him out in pidgin, telling him to be true, to be real, to stop lying. Are you the one that gave birth to me, my lady? I don't understand what you mean by I'm egg roll or what. No, you understood just fine, which is why you're angry. No matter how you anger hot reach, nor air fit boil beans. I just told him to calm down. I'm fully aware that you know pidgin. It is a common way to communicate in the West, dear. There's nothing to feel ashamed about one's birthplace. You know, I didn't call you an egg roll. I told you to provide evidence. I don't understand why I'm angry, my lady. You always make me feel less important and make me feel you don't like me and I'm the only one interested in you. But that's fine. I understand you more. It's just because one of those imposters, and I will prove you wrong someday. And I hope it's not too late by then to want me. Never said I didn't like you. I'm saying you are not who you claim to be. I don't know who you think so, or why you think so, but I'm Johnny, and I can't claim it. You keep doubling down, but facts are facts. You aren't American, you aren't in the UK. As long as I don't go to a third-party app, I don't have to worry about imposters begging my money. You are welcome. Thanks for calling me a lying. I feel ashamed. I cherish who don't understand, and trust me, it's well, let heaven see us through. There's no need to be scared. You aren't alone. I'm heartbroken, my dear. And that was the end. Hopefully, I haven't heard from him. It's now well into, almost March now. And I haven't heard from him again. It was a little bit of a longer video, and some of parts of it were definitely harder to read than others. I hope you did enjoy this video, and I hope you got to see how they realize that they don't know English well, and they're not good at it, so they try to use ChatGPT or other AI ways to bolster their speaking. I'm also very sorry that I could not properly sing that song. It is a very beautiful song. Anyway, I hope you did enjoy it. Like I say, I want to thank you so much. Give it a like if you liked it. If you want to know when my other videos come up, ring-a-ding-ding that little bell, and consider subscribing. We've had many, many new people join the family here and subscribing, and I thank and love you all. You are safe, you are loved, and you are blessed.